Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you so importantly for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. If today the first time you are coming across us, or you are hearing our voice for the first time, we still remain your one and only, ever ready, bringing it to you, as you all know. So, my wonderful family, without not wasting much of your time, today I just want us to do quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is an impromptu message revealing the true source and sources of humanity's crisis. Understand this message today and free yourself from the bondage you are in. When I say in, when I say you, I mean humanity, all of us included. This message, I want you personally to relate it to yourself, just to yourself, and you would find that this is the truth. Remember, we are all visiting this world, and each of us has been given autonomy, free will, freedom, liberty, and independent thinking ability. Just bear that in mind. Autonomy and independence in our thought process. Just hold on to that. Autonomy, meaning choice to decide. Independent thinking ability. Hold on to that because it's important when it relates to this message I'm about to give. Do you know that the crisis of this world stems from individuals, communities, countries, continents who are only in the business of wanting to dictate to others? Please mark these words carefully. Let me bring it to a family level, because everything you see in the world, okay, relates and starts from the family. I don't care how many you are in your family. Hello, Emmanuel. Nice to have you. Good day. I'm going to greet everybody. It's an impromptu. I wasn't expecting anybody, so I just wanted to leave this brief message. So, go back to your family. I don't care whether there are 2 or 3 of you in that family. I don't care whether it is just you and your mom. I don't care whether it is just you and your dad. I don't care whether you have siblings. I want you to check this out for yourself, because I've always told you that anything you cannot clearly understand, anything that is not speaking to your inner soul, anything that is complicated might not be the truth. The truth is very transparent. The truth speaks to liars. Liars see it, but they hate it. They want to deny it. They want to shut their ears to it because they don't like to see the nakedness of the truth. They feel embarrassed and ashamed to see the nakedness of the truth. But the truth only prefers and only wants to be totally naked. Right. So go to your family now. Think about it. And if there is a problem in that relationship, you would find that one person is actually trying to force the other person to subscribe to their own way of life. Just think about it. In your own household, if there is problem in it, watch out, and you will suddenly find that one person, it takes only one to cause trouble. Okay? So it could be both of you if you're only 2. But there must be one person who does not want to respect the autonomy you have or the other person has, who does not want to respect and acknowledge that the other person has free will to decide to choose. I don't have to remind you that God, who created us, okay, in spite of the overarching and the overpowering will he possesses, has even told you to exercise your free will and choice, even as it relates to God. You can decide to discard God. God has given all of us this. Now you have to ask, why would then a fellow adult in your own household want you to do and to be that person they prefer? But you know what? You can never try to get them to become you. They won't allow it. But they want you to become that person they would prefer. That is the source. That is the source of conflict. Now, you can move that further. You will see somebody in another family who is coming to you to force you to relate to your family members the way they themselves want to see it. But you know what? When you scrutinize that individual, you will find that in their own household, there is someone, and that someone could be them themselves, who is also causing trouble. Somebody is causing trouble in their own household. And that trouble stems from the same problem that somebody somewhere wants others to play by their own rules. Remember, what is causing it is people who have not understood that there is something called free will. There is something called choice. There is something called autonomy for people to manage their own lives the way they see fit. Move that another inch and look at countries that are looking to impose what they perceive as order in other places where there are conflicts, and check their activities. They are doing it, when you check it, based on the fact that they do not want to accept that those individuals there also should have autonomy, should have choice, should have free will, should have independent way of thinking. They don't want that. But they themselves that are trying to force others to relinquish their autonomy, to relinquish their free will never allow anybody to tell them to relinquish theirs. Are you beginning to understand where I'm coming from? Are you beginning to see the picture? Now, that is the problem that we are facing in this world. Nothing else. This is the source of the crisis we are all confronted by in this world. And we need to capture it urgently. Because here is the solution. Let me tell you this. It doesn't matter if somebody perceives themselves as your enemy, or if you perceive somebody else as an enemy. We could still have peace with that. How do we achieve peace with that? Let me just show you. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Any day we learn to retain our own autonomy, and even if we don't want to fellowship with somebody else, even if somebody believes that we are their enemies, we allow that person to manage their own life and live their own life the way they want to live it. And they allow us and allow you and I to be that person we have chosen to be. That is peace on earth. Trust me. Trust me. If we decide, if any of us, if we all decide and say, okay, I understand your way of life and you're an adult and this is how you have chosen to live it. Please enjoy it and good luck to you. Wish them well in the life they have chosen to live. And they wish us well in the life we have chosen to live. There will be peace on earth. Remember, the problem is only to do with those who are saying, you must live life the way I or we have defined it. You must relinquish your autonomy. You must relinquish. This is something God is not even doing with us. God, who has every power to even terminate our lives. God is not doing it to us. But people, you will see somebody who will come to you and tell you, oh, I have heard that you have a problem with your brother, or I have heard that you have a problem with... Tell them to get the hell off and just go and sort themselves out by just asking them to be honest with you, especially when they claim to be Christians or Muslims or religious leaders and all the rest. Now, use that claim of theirs and say, okay, if you are a Christian, if you are an imam, if you are a bishop, if you are this and that, yeah, if that is what you are, be honest with me. Unless if you want to lie, it's also your choice to lie. Just say to them and ask them, is there anybody, are you getting on with everybody in your family? Let them say the truth or lie. If they are saying the truth, they will tell you that there is somebody that they don't agree with in their family. If they are honest. If they are really, really honest, there is somebody in their family that is not doing what they want them to do, or somebody in their family who wants them to do what they prefer to be doing, but they're not doing it. Now tell them to go and resolve their problems with their family first, with that member of their family first, before they come to tell you who your brother is, or who your child is, or who your relative is. Tell them to go and sort out their own issues with the member of their family that doesn't agree with them, or they themselves do not agree with. I don't know whether you are getting the gist. Today, the problem we have in this world simply revolves around people trying to deny the others their autonomy, their free will, their choices, their independent thinking abilities. That's why even in the mass media, you find that people are working so hard to restrict other people's opinions because they want every opinion to be theirs. This is the only problem we have in this world. So if you really want peace, whoever you have problem with, please wish them well and allow them to get on with their lives, so long as whatever life they are living has nothing to do with you. Okay? So long as they are happy in the person they have decided to be. Because even God gives us that free will to be ourselves. Look at the place you call Nigeria today. The problem there now is because others who want you to do what and live life the way they prefer and they want it to be are imposing and willing to kill and destroy. If your free will, if your autonomy is something that you want to claim to yourself, nothing else. That is the crisis we are witnessing around the globe. It begins from the family. I've asked you, go and check it out. Is there somebody you're not in agreement with in that family? Check it. One of you is looking to impose your will on the other. Is looking to take away the autonomy of the other. Is looking to stop the other from having an independent opinion and independent way of viewing life. So I'm asking you today, why not allow your enemies to exist and live their lives the way they have chosen to live it? And then, why not your enemies allow you to be yourself and live your life the way you prefer it to be? After all, autonomy, free will, choice, and independent thinking ability are free from source, from God, who gifted each of us our own free will. To the extent that He, God, who made us, is not even interfering with that free will. And I've even told everybody, choose ye who to serve. It's up to you. But then, we have to then bear in mind that whatever we have chosen, it doesn't matter whether it is right or wrong. Everything has its consequences. And we must allow that consequences to be God's. Let God decide the consequences. Because after all, none of us is here to stay forever. None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. So the future does not belong to us. All we need to do is to make sure that we give unto today everything within our ability to ensure that there is a better tomorrow, with or without us. That is just all. I want to keep this message simple, and I hope that the message is clear. I thank you all that were able to join me. Let me just thank you all. I know there will be few because it's an impromptu. Emmanuel Prince, Morton, thank you for being here. And you say good evening, good afternoon, sir, from this end. Good afternoon to you too, my dear brother, and keep up the good work. Karen Martins, thank you for being here. Imeji, Goswell, thank you for being here. Emeka Anyanwu, my brother, thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. I hope the family are okay. You said all solutions to our challenges lie with us. Absolutely. Goswell, you said human-made crisis from those who saw themselves as superhuman and others as commodities. Absolutely. The whole problem, you're right, stems from those who believe that they are animals and those who accept that they are animals of sort. But in the end, both those who believe that they are animals and those who accept that they are animals are behaving worse than animals, because animals cannot plan evil nor create poison to poison the air, to poison anybody. Animals cannot develop, introduce, deploy, nor use weapons. Animals cannot even reproduce what they eat. And that's why I keep saying, if you ever think, if you ever believe, if you ever accept that you are primates to ape, that you evolved from ape, that you are basically animal, that you are from the animal kingdom, please do humanity a favor and please make humanity safe by behaving exactly like animals that you believe, that you think, and you accept you are. Make humanity safe today by choosing to go into the wild or turning yourself into a domesticated animal, and you will find that humanity would forever live in peace and harmony. Trust me. Because once you behave like wild animals, once you behave like exactly animals, then we can predict you. Human beings will predict you. Your behavior will be predictable. But how come you still remain unpredictable, even in your views that you are basically an animal? How come you can still think evil, plan evil, and execute evil? The things no animal, no ape, no monkey, no lion, no horse, things they can't do. Think about it. Please, I appeal to all those who believe, think, or accept that they're basically animals to, from today, please, start acting like animals and make humanity safe. For the first time in the history of our existence. Please, it's an appeal. And I thank you for that. Okay, thank you very much for that view, Goswell. OJ Achumba himself. Doc, how are you? Thank you for latching on. Let me see, who else do I have here? Goswell, you did say God is a reconciler, and any God, that is the small, those that claim to be gods, any God that is not promoting a human community that is established in true love is nothing but a demon and anti-human. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. That's perfect. And these gods that are demonic and anti-human are those mortal beings who either think, believe, or accept that they are animal of sort, but are behaving worse than wild animals put together. Trust me. Thank you for that. Who else do I have here? Chimamso Obasi, thank you for watching. Imeji Goswell, you say, I'm hopeful that this message will free us from the entitled mentality. I do hope so too. And trust me, the message of truth is what we bear and what we have been ordered and mandated to give out without fear or favor. Why would you even be afraid? Is it death? Trust me, every killer must be killed by the same death. And all killers will lose their souls and will be in perpetual, eternal crisis that will never be reversed. Trust me. So you have nothing to be afraid of. Make sure you do not die 20 times, 100 times before your singular death, because everybody is born to live once and die. To live once and then die and face judgment. Trust me. That's why we carry souls. Animals don't carry souls. That's why they are propelled by nature. Let's not go too deep into all this, because I want to keep this particular broadcast very brief. So thank you very much for that. And you did now say very clear, my mentor. Thank you very much. I'm happy when I said, I hope this message is clear. And you've just responded that it is very clear. I hope that it becomes clear to all and sundry who would hear this message. Those this message is meant for. They will get to hear it, and I'm sure it will also be clear to them. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you, and I remain Princess Ami Henacho, advocate for humanity. Stay blessed.
That brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. Share the video and tell your friends about this platform, because the best thing or the best place for you to be is here. Turn on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new boost like this, you'll be the first to notify. Thank you once again and remain blessed.